If you don't like it, shut up. Shut up and obey. Shut up and obey. Shut up and obey. I'm far more important than you are. Shut up. Shut up and believe. Shut up, dumb American. Shut up, racist. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Okay? Just shut up.
My brief experience, what gets women going is arguing with them.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not, Brad, I never use that.
It's true. You debate politics with a woman and just go, just full-blown out there, especially feminism. If you're talking to a feminist and she's giving you, men really need to be more sensitive and this, actually, men don't need to be more sensitive. You just need to be quiet and kind of do what you're told.
And lighten up a little bit, bitch.
They love it. I love women, but they're extremely primitive. They're basic. They're not that hard to understand.
Well, actually, he's not in prison for that. Warren Jeffs didn't marry underage girls.
No, he's in prison for facilitation of child rape.
Whatever the hell that means.
That means
he's in prison because he's weird and unpopular, and he has a different lifestyle that other people find creepy.
No, he's an accessory to the rape of children. That is a felony, and a serious one at that.
What do you mean an accessory? He's got some weird religious cult where he thinks it's okay to, marry underage girls, but he didn't do it. Why wouldn't the guy who actually did it, who had sex with an underage girl, he should be the one who's doing life? The rapist in this case has made a lifelong commitment to live and take care of the person. So it is a little different. I mean, let's just be honest about it. He's not accused of touching anybody. He's accused of facilitating a marriage between a 16-year-old girl and a 27-year-old man. That's the accusation. That's what they're calling felony rape.
But in our state...
I'm sorry. Now, this guy may be a total creep, maybe it's not rapist. I'm just telling you that arranging a marriage between a 16-year-old and a 27-year-old is not the same as pulling a stranger off the street and raping her.
What's better than hockey, weed, and whores? I mean...
But first of all, there's no Canadian woman that you'd want to pay to sleep with. Anybody who answers my trophy wife is my favorite possession is my hero. I don't give a shit. I'm voting for the guy.
I never vote. So that's the truth.
Okay.
I didn't vote this time. I never do vote. Then you don't have a right to give your opinion. Yeah, I do. And in fact, I do. I always vote for the more corrupt candidate over the idealist. Always. The person who will just be happy taking payoffs from developers and leave me alone. It's always the case. This is like a meaningful decision in my life, and it's every 4 years. There's always some guy who's like, I'm going to make your life better. I vote against that person every single time. You know what I mean? And it's usually whatever. It's some progressive candidate who's got big plans for me. And so I just vote for the status quo, corrupt, criminal operation that runs the city, and I'm really happy with that.
Well, Tucker, that's great.
Iraq is a crappy place filled with a bunch of, semi-literate primitive monkeys. But I just have zero sympathy for them or their culture, a culture where people just don't use toilet paper or forks.
And the way they treat women, I agree with you. Their culture is, but you're in their homeland, and you're over there as an American who they hate, and they want nothing more than the Americans off of their soil. So they're not going to play games.
They can just shut the fuck up and obey, is my view.
How could you salvage Iraq at this point?
I don't, it's beyond our control. I mean, if somehow the Iraqis decided to behave like human beings or something.
He'd need to say, look, I'm a bigot, okay? I'm a bigot. I don't like Islamic extremists. If you are really heavily into Islam, I'm sorry, I don't care for you that much. And I don't care what that sounds like. You can call me a racist. You can come where the fuck you want.
And at this juncture, you could say that and not catch a lot of shit for it.
You certainly could. I'd vote for you if you said that.
White men have, they've contributed some, I would say. Like creating civilization and stuff. I think they've done a pretty, I don't know, whatever.
Obama would kick your ass playing basketball.
Yeah, of course he would. Like basketball? Come on.
He's black, say it. He's a real brother. Hey, do you think
I don't know how black he is.
How is he black, for one thing? He has one white parent, one black parent. So that makes him, why isn't he white? There's some really good, immigrants. I just think it's, people who come to this country ought to have something to offer. Be hot, be really smart. You know what I mean?